We're paying you in possums, right? Alright, there is a short reprieve, although you hear some like more loud hissing deep within the hay pile, but nothing's emerging yet.
You need a break there, bud.
He's putting his hand up for like support.
So I think this is a bad enough boo-boo. This is a big enough Bobo to use a heal. If like, are we doing a round of action?
Well, yeah. So the rest of the action is Darian, Oscar, Krieger, Ptolemy, Bone Crusher. So Bone Crusher has to make another saving throw before.
And 50. So do I get a minus from Sicken to my fort save?
I think so.
The conditions are all in the the end of the book.
So 23, and if there's a minus to it, then
It's Sicken is a minus on all checks in DCs.
so 23.
Okay.
22, sorry.
It's like character.
Yeah, I believe you're fine. This is the one to make. I don't think it gets any worse.
So I'm not healed from it. It's stopped. I'm still sickened one, slowed one.
Correct.
Okay. So I've stopped the poison coursing, but it still has an effect on me.
It's actually a disease. Uh, 457. Okay, so those that I named, Darian, Oscar, Krieger, Ptolemy, Bone Crusher, just spend some time puking, can take an action. Reorient yourselves.
Alright.
Line with up diseases.
So Alcur is going to 5-foot step forward.
Yep.
Actually, he doesn't need to 5-foot step forward. He'll stay where he's at, like just a little bit of distance. He will 2-action heal spell our friendly neighborhood orc. And they've buffed healing, if you haven't. You didn't know.
I'm going to spend 2 actions, or 3 actions to try to get out of the sickness.
So, heal now does, if you target a willingly living creature, you restore 1d8 hit points. Okay, that sounds great. If you use 2 actions, you increase the hit points restored by 8. So it's d8 plus 8.
That's awesome.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. If you use when it gets heightened, instead of adding d8s, you get just 8s.
Okay. After a few moments, the initial rash and irritation of the wound kind of gets flushed out of your system.
It's not sickened anymore?
Now, if you guys are going to stand around for a couple of minutes, then
Not a couple minutes.
or a couple of moments.
Yeah, so I'm going to, during my turn, I'm going to try to retch.
Yeah. You shove your fingers down your throat. You puke a bunch, and the next round, you're sickened.
23.
1 and slowed 1 becomes sickened.
23. So I'll take another action, my third action.
Sorry, it's actually d8 plus 8 for the 2 things. Every time every level you up.
Yeah.
So
it's another d8 plus 8.
It's another. It says for the amount of the healing or damage increases by d8, and the extra healing for the 2-action version increases by 8.
Okay,
So
you actually made the right saving throw. It was the 3rd saving throw where the thing got really bad. You actually managed to stave it off. After 2 rounds, Crusher's okay. He's just off to the side puking.
So Alcur's healing spell.
Okay, Alcur walks up to.
No, he's going to do it. He's got 30-foot range on it.
Yep.
He's going to stay in the back.
Okay.
And now a basic heal is d8 plus 8 when you use the 2-action version.
Okay, so Alcur puts his hands together and sends out the healing love.
Oh fuck! 11 healing.
11. That's perfect. I'll take the 3 damage instead of fucking 14.
That's a lot of healing for first level.
Yep. Well, I'm not very charismatic. People don't find me very likable.
Thank you.
Ptolemy's just constantly conjuring his shield while you guys are doing this. He does it a couple times.
Much better.
There still seems to be hissing in there.
Hey, get out of here, you big fuzzy bitches!
The taunting, it doesn't seem to work.
That's how I tried to get out before it never worked.
I know, it's like buried in there.
Oh, let's go then.
Alright.
Hey, Shiny, go get us.
Sicken still present party?
Nope, no, you are fine. You've managed to shaken off the sicken, and you guys kind of come around the corner here.
With my 10-foot spear, I'm gonna start smacking at the.
Smacking at the hay.
Yep.
Oh god, it's gross. Part of the hay is moving, and there are little tunnels where little opossums are. A little possum, you kind of like flip over some hay, and it just goes squeak and falls over. Okay. Dies a horrible death at the end of your spear.
That's not.
The thing had 1 hit point. It was a non-combatant possum.
Yeah, wasn't gonna be an animal companion.
Flings it into the pile. You can see that, there are walls of the building here and here, but it all kind of seems like it got pushed into here, like the remnants of a stable mixed with the hay that once would have been good to feed horses, and then all the excrement and gathered up material from the possums. There is a hole that goes deeper within.
You know that TV show about pack rats?
Yeah.
We need an intervention. Nobody's home.
Jesus Christ. Almost spat my pop all over the place. But it's my pop. You don't get to have it. Alright.
Give it back.
Okay, we move towards the hole cautiously.
Okay. Careful.
Crusher's starting to smash some of the pieces that are around to make a wider tunnel.
It's been, I'm estimating at least 8 rounds since the start of combat.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's 2 rounds less left.
Well, actually, there was 3 rounds of combat in the 4th round. You finish it off, and then the 5th round you did some healing, and the 6th or 7th round you moved out. So yeah, it's like round 7. Okay.
That was my mental.
Okay. So Crusher's like poking at the hay. This is not
I'm
the right.
just making more space so that we're not like right up to the hay. You know what I mean? Like right now we'd be squeezing if we get in.
Okay. Well, that's going to be a lot of work. It's not just bales of hay. It's like matted down.
You gotta
the
get
shit.
all the way in there, buddy.
Let's be honest.
Okay.
Moving a 5-foot cube of hay takes a second.
So let's just get in a line then. We're not gonna do this. We're not gonna be like this.
Yep.
Okay.
I'll go
Who's
first?
Darian takes a giant step forward. Who's next?
Crusher's gonna stand behind him with a spear.
Okay.
You've done this before.
I think you just not line them up, and then
Conga!
the question is like, I think our line is long
I'll
enough. I
scoot.
don't have to go in.
Oh, please go ahead.
I'll scoot. Stay
I'm
behind.
after you.
Stay behind with the dainty.
No, elves first.
You are the Lord of the
Hey, you want me to take up the rear? In case you know we come up behind you.
Yeah. Krieger, yes, please.
Hey,
Sure they
you're
don't
good.
die.
Go get him, Shaggy.
Fuck you too.
It's much louder.
Does Dark Vision see it?
Well, no. The dark vision allows you to see into the tunnel, and you can see the tunnel widens a little bit, and then you can actually see where a wall is. A dark fuzzy part is actually a brick
Continues
wall.
through and then there's a wall.
There's
Who here has
Base
that
there.
vision?
the orc and the dwarf.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So the dwarf's kind of popping out a little bit to have a look. And what's that?
You see the
Krieger
wall?
gets dark vision when you're raging.
Are you raging?
He's not raging now. No, he's
Is
kind
Krieger?
He's following
Did
the
you
light.
rage the last fight?
No.
Is Krieger in the back? Or is he there?
No, he's.
He'll go wherever he's full.
Alright, let's go.
Alright, let's move in. Let's finish this.
Yeah, Darian will go in the front.
Okay. Are there squeezing rules?
Let's see movements.
Line movement.
I think the squeeze is a type of movement, but let's see. There's a crawl.
There's a
prone,
difficult
skip.
terrain. Something about that.
Something that impedes your movement, it might be an escape. Difficult terrain would be another way to describe this, yes?
Okay. So you're entering difficult terrain, Darian, and you can hear this horrible sound. There are some doors that have been sort of forced open to a large room in behind. It might have been an old, like, wagoneer's shed. But the hissing seems to be coming from a much tighter space. There's like a closet here, and the hissing is just coming from around the corner here.
Okay, he's gonna head there cautiously.
Okay.
Careful.
All right.
Right around the
I'm
corner.
gonna peek around the corner over the sheet.
Okay. Good God. The thing is kind of laying on its side, exposing its nipples, and you can see all sorts of little possums kind of eating away and crawling over it. There's a gigantic mama possum. It seems to be kind of like stuck, or like laying in her
Oh
laying in her nest. At this point in time, it goes hisses at you, and it comes closer. One of the little ones pops off and pretends to be dead.
It's not happy.
No, it's not happy that you're in its domain. The place smells like horrible smells that you never want to smell
D&D
again.
conference hall.
Like a D&D conference hall. No, it's actually smelling nice in here. It's good to smell, you guys. All right, initiative. Now we want to roll just a bunch of d20s. Okay.
I'm still getting confirmation on that squeaking thing.
Well, there's enough space where
So they have
Darian
there's
is.
two classes of difficult terrain. There's difficult terrain and greater difficult terrain.
okay, you would be exposed entirely to here. You'll be behind cover if you're in this square here.
Okay. Is it got cover if I'm there too?
Yeah, and you actually have to step into the room to hit
Yeah,
it,
to hit
and
it.
there are a bunch of little babies. These things are nippy. They have sharp teeth, but they are
Not real fast.
tiny. Okay, I'm just gonna roll a bunch of d20s. So, Mama Possum. 10.
And difficult terrain does cover narrow surfaces.
Okay. Possum. Babies. So babies go at 6. Darian, 12. Oscar, 6 and 6 for Krieger. $12, $20. A foul little pit. Alright, Occur goes first.
I can't really see it.
Nope.
Um,
You can see the expression on Darian's face. Which is...
Which is
nice. So the token.
so Kerr is going to spend a focus point
Okay.
to just agile step through the terrain.
Sure.
So he just sort of swoops through. He's got a 35-foot move speed and sort of moves it. Just
Into this room.
basically, he'll scooch across into the room.
Okay, you catch a glimpse at it, you're like, oh god, it must be pregnant or something.
Oh, something wrong.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna cast a forbidding ward.
It's a big chamber full of like perhaps with a bit of care and some replacement of tools. It looks like a Wainwright or a Wagoneer's shed.
The blessings of gold are upon us. The filth is outside.
Bone Crusher.
The forbidding
Oh.
ward between Darian
And the mama.
and then Mama Possum.
Okay.
Bone Crusher's gonna move in behind Darian.
Okay, you can go in beside him.
Oh,
And you can spear the possum.
yeah. Go in, move in, and go.
Okay, the mama possum has enough room in there to kind of right herself up. Right now, she's, however, because she's lying on her side, is flat-footed.
Okay,
So her
let's give
AC
two.
her AC is 17 flat-footed.
So 50-50. Huh? Okay. First is
You got bless up still.
first and second. So 21 minus 3 is 4 is 17.
With the spirits minus 5.
It's not agile.
No.
Correct.
This is
Miss, okay, you're poking at her and you're making her mad.
Isn't it all?
Yeah,
It's not doing anything.
piss me off. Fuck a jerk. Alright, Mama Possum spends a whole action kind of rolling off to her side, which sends her baby possums kind of just into this little square. They're kind of nipping at you.
Possum shield activate.
And then she 5-foot steps forward and then I'm going to roll a D3 because Crusher is completely exposed. He gets 4 or 2 or 3, 1 with the shiny Darien. So it attacks Crusher, who has no cover, but there's the ward. So this.
That ward is on the other guy.
Oh, okay. Mama Possum's got a plus
Don't worry. We've got
11 to attack.
your buddy's here. Don't worry.
AC 18.
You missed. This is a 19.
With jaws like some sort of mad bear-like thing, the big pregnant mama possum that shouldn't be this big.
That bear-like thing, eh?
Darien,
Okay, Darien is.
you are attacking from around cover.
Alright. Shield up.
Yep,
Is it lesser cover, standard cover, or greater cover?
lesser cover.
Okay.
So that does what?
Plus 1 AC.
And penalties?
It gets 1 AC.
Oh, it gets what it
And you cannot hide behind it.
Yep.
Alright.
So its AC normally is 19 with plus 1 AC. It's got an AC of 20.
Okay.
It's got a lot of like chub on it, and
Okay.
loose skin.
Alright, so first action is raise his shield.
Yep.
Second action, he's spending a focus point and casting Weapon Surge.
Nice.
And then he's going
Your
to-
sword glows even more with the razor's edge of the five-faced god. The sword of the conqueror is now in your hands.
I got a 12 plus. Bless is still up?
Yeah. Go kill it.
Plus. Only 7 bless and Weapon Surge with me plus 1 enhancement, so 9 is 21.
Nice. You just kind of tag it, and about an inch of the blade goes into the creature, but it's glowing.
Does Weapon Surge make it magical? Like it's striking?
Yeah.
Striking.
Your weapon surge is a plus.
Yeah, I got a plus 1 to hit.
Oh, it's just plus 1 to hit? It's not a
Plus
roll.
1 to hit, and it gives me an extra weapon die. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's part of it.
So 7.
Here. Here's another D8. We have the technology.
7, 5, so
Oh,
12.
chance cube.
So 16 damage total.
What the fuck? Okay, it is gravely injured.
The five-faced god does not approve.
16 damage does bloody it with 1 strike. It comes back and there's weird milk squirting from its nipples, and
It's leaky.
tell me, what's going on in there?
Found it.
Civilization is
10,
winning.
20, 30, 40, 50.
Dun, dun, dun.
I'm never gonna get that out of my head. He's gonna use his action to raise his shield.
It's see through.
Oscar?
Alright, I gotta see this. Alright. Shag.
No, he instead of raising his shield, he's gonna run with Alcor. He's like, I'm never gonna get out of his head, but he's still peeking.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. Oscar's gonna try to make his way into. See what the who's the fudge is going on.
Okay, so 10, and then you're kind of in the clear, so that's 25 movement. No, 10, 15, 20. There you go.
Alright. I will stow my rapier and chuck my dagger at it.
Is stowing in action.
Yes.
Okay, and you chuck your dagger at it.
Yep. Gotcha.
Okay, you can target a square in front of Crusher, so there's no cover. AC 19.
Okay, we're gonna quick Reno. El Daggerino. AC 26.
Not a critical threat.
Okay, and
critical hit.
it is not flat-footed, so there is no sneak.
Nope, the dagger goes plunking into its soft underparts.
for 6 damage, 5 damage, sorry.
5 damage. Injures it badly.
I'm gonna kill it now, it's got my dagger.
Krieger.
Krieger's kind of. Oh, come on, guys! Damn it!
He gets in there and he's trying to push.
Yeah, he's like, ah! So he put away his hammer.
Okay, so single move, put away your hammer. Although you can hold your hammer in one hand and chuck a javelin.
So he'll pull up the javelin, too.
So, move, draw, throw.
Yeah, that's what it's going to be.
Okay.
And he's probably going to miss because he's really not great. Oh, I got a 17. Plus 5, so 22.
Okay, you hawk the javelin into the big creature.
I'm not raging. Oh, but max damage for 10.
And you kill it.
Yeah, at 27 hit points and now 31 damage. Okay, so you just huck it right into its neck. Spears in, the whole mama thing falls down. Let's see if it crushes any of these babies. Nope, didn't crush any of its babies.
That looks like good eating.
But these little babies are nasty. They're kind of hopping and trying to bite at you, and all kind of excited, making weird possum hissy noises. The possum babies do a full move to move 5-foot step. They're now in Darien and Bone Crusher squares, and they're nipping up at Darien and Bone Crusher with a single attack each. Bone Crusher, AC 6, AC 7, Darien, AC 6, and AC 13. These are hostile fighters.
So angry.
Top of the round, Elkur.
Is there any penalty that exists for shooting into, like,
Is there like soft cover or anything
Let's
like that?
see.
Shooting into melee?
give me a second.
They're 5 feet away. Who's attacking? Oh, Elker.
Alright. Give me a second. In cover, cover and large creatures. If a creature between you and your target is 2 or more sizes larger than both of you and your target, that creature's space blocks enough to provide standard cover instead of lesser cover. Oh, so standard cover.
Okay.
So it's lesser cover if it's
What's that, plus 2 to AC or 1?
1 is lesser.
Okay.
Standard cover is if it's
2.
is 2. And that would be if it was a really big thing.
Alright, well, yeah, Crusher and Darien are 2 size categories bigger than the tiny possums. So they are actually pretty easy.
It says if both you and your target.
That's fine. They're providing cover. So
Yeah.
they're easy AC to hit. Give me a second. Normal was 17, so these things are hit with a 13. So right now they're AC 14.
Alright. Law. You are unlawful.
Bolt of lawful.
So this is touch AC. You're not touch AC. It's just add AC
Yep.
of 20.
Okay. So you hit one of the possums. What happens to a neutral creature when you hit it?
Does it have? If you hit a lawful creature, I think it still does the same thing. It does 7 law damage. Here.
Okay, that's enough to kill it. It practically explodes.
Ooh, that was a little aggressive.
Just little bits of possum everywhere.
Hey now, you can't pay them in foo-foo.
Alright, so that was Elker. Bone Crusher. You got this little thing nipping at your toes.
Let's try to hit something today. Nope. Well, wait.
In your square,
12.
it actually has an AC of 13.
12.
Okay, so you're like, ah, kicking at it, and it's actually behind you.
Mine. It's like, you know,
It's crawled up your knee.
where's the dirt?
It like crawled up your knee where you got bit and tried to nibble at your knee and then crawled away. fucking thing.
I'm just rolling. I'm rolling like.
Mama Possum,
How
dead.
many attacks do you do?
Oh wait.
You can do 2 attacks
yeah.
as 1 action, and then you have 2 more attacks. You should have at least 2 more attacks. And the penalty doesn't get any worse, so.
Nope.
Nope.
Well, 17, 18 minus.
Let's see.
Like
Nope, he's just
like
stopping.
some
He's
sort of
doing a
deranged
shake.
ferret. It's just. Alright, Darian, you got 2 of them nipping at your feet.
He's going to attack the ones on Crusher.
Okay. Look at this guy.
Shield up.
Yep.
And
Well, it's more like shield down in this position. You're like fucking stupid things.
I rolled a 1.
Okay, so it's just not a miss.
And next attack is a 14, so that's 17?
It hits.
Wait. No, it's not. It's not. Yeah, it is 17. We said bless is still up?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going down.
17.
When Alker's next turn, it's go.
And it takes 19 damage.
Okay, so that one gets stuck at the end of your sword, and you just kind of hit the side of the wall, and there's little bits that fly everywhere. These things have 1 hit point.
That was all overkill.
You're like, ah! Yeah, ding! You get it off your blade. Ptolemy. No fire. But tentacles! And on either side of Krieger, these horrible black tentacles are kind of going around him and darting in I'm helping! He does automatically 1d4 plus 4 damage to the one that's attacking Bone Crusher. The thing basically blackens and turns into a prune and dies.
Yep, Ptolemy, you're helping.
I'm the exterminator!
Yep.
Tentacle's gonna come back twitching around Krieger into his into Ptolemy. Oscar?
Hey, Mike, grab my dagger. Excuse me, pardon me.
Okay, so you force your way
Get
through.
my dagger.
Alright, it's difficult terrain all the way.
Pick
Pick up your dagger.
Pick up my dagger.
So that's a single move, and then you pick up your dagger, you get your dagger in your hand,
I
you
got
got
the dagger in my hand.
one more action left.
Stab up.
Awesome.
Okay,
AC 15.
hits.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Okay, he stabs it,
For 6 damage.
thing dies on the end of his dagger.
Wipe it off, Bone Crusher.
Okay,
Well, you need to get some possum on you.
I've got a lot of possum enemy.
exterminators! Ptolemy.
You're going to want to take it back a few feet there, buddy.
Alright,
Calm down.
I almost forgot how much it stunk in here. His hands slowly return back to normal. He kind of does this shiver like his own spell bothered him.
Yeah.
Still another one.
We're gonna have a bit of a.
There's still another possum.
Oh no,
No,
that,
you
that was
just
the one
killed
that,
it.
that's the one that Oscar killed.
So, we're gonna have a bit of a time during this big chunk of shit out of here.
Well, we just want. Where's this trunk you're looking for?
Oh, looks like grandfather's things are over here. And it's actually a trunk that fits into the back of the back of the carriage.
Yeah. Okay.
An old trunk. It's surprisingly in good condition.
These things carry disease. We cannot just simply let them walk here.
No.
To be removed.
Yes. Perhaps I could hire people from the village. Krieger, you're from the village.
Yep.
How much to clean out the all the possums?
Well, what you best do is you offer a bounty. Maybe are they all like the big ones or just the little ones?
No, I mean just clear out all the hay and the poop and the bodies and make this place
Oh, they're all dead.
Shiny clean.
Ocker nuts, yes, this is what we want.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
What are standard labor rates for this? Because it's a knowledge of mine.
I don't know. It's like a.
Let's take a look under equipment, because I believe there's services in there.
I got a 18 or 19
On the laborer lore.
on labor lore.
Okay. This is a dirty job. Probably double pay because it's dirty.
So labor costs.
Unskilled labor
Mm-hmm.
is
Copper a day? Silver a day?
silver.
Okay, so you're looking at a crew of 3 guys for a week. Double pay. Maybe triple,
Are
depending
we
on.
on 5-day weeks? Or
Sure,
6
sure.
or something?
Well, 7-day weeks, basically.
7-day weeks?
Yeah.
Gold a day. 7 gold. So, like, when you say 3 weeks, if they're working 7 days a week?
Yep.
Oh,
20 gold? 20 some gold to clean this
Yeah.
place?
163 about
3, 6 silver a day, 21, 120, 6 silver,
6.
so 12 gold.
Wait, you say
No, no.
copper? Oh.
No. It's, so we've got some math flying around, I wasn't listening, so it's,
What's going on?
so it's 3 a day,
21
5
times
days,
6.
right? 21 times 6?
No,
Yeah.
3 day, 7 days.
3 days, 7 days, 21.
21 times 3, 63
Mhm.
times 2 because it's a shitty job.
Yeah, 126.
Yeah.
So 12.6.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
were able to do that math after a few moments? Or?
12, a little more than 12 gold and say 6 silver. 3 guys.
Gold? Wow. It's expensive to have servants.
Yeah.
Can I just order them to do it?
No, my lord. Technically, you could do that.
Well,
Or
Krieger? Oh, Krieger! Hello!
don't you do it.
Hi!
Want a face full of poopy hair? Don't do it,
Ptolemy, old baronet!
We've only compared them.
Give you permission to take part in the share of whatever's in the trunk. Oscar, if you please. I have no idea where the key
Much
is.
obliged, Your Highness.
Highness.
Give me a second here, just need a, don't mind me, he pulls a leather sack out from the back of his pants,
Okay.
fishes out some jewels.
Yellow butt sack.
More comfortable when you're sitting on steel.
That's actually pretty smart.
Don't ruin the trunk. It goes on the back of the wagon. Carriage.
Need horses.
Yes. Could we order the villagers to give us horses?
No. Not to buy them.
There is differences, but one of the things about rulership is there's things that you can do, and there's things that you should do.
Yes, you should be providing.
You can order these things, but you not ought order these things.
Very well put.
In times of dire need, though, it is appropriate, and that is why these rules exist.
In war, perhaps.
While I could make an argument that this is dire need, he's looking at a giant pile of horrific rot and decay.
It is dire need indeed. Dire need indeed. However, we have to go rescue your brother. And this place is strangely starting to not stink as bad, which I think is a bad sign. You don't want to get used to it.
Once you remove.
Yes, we wouldn't want to get used to living in a dilapidated home.
What's dilapidated? It's wonderful. It's got character.
Yeah, it's not dilapidated. It's just, crap. This shit.
Crappy looking.
Well, there's poop all over it.
Well, yes, it's crappy looking. There is a lot of possum poop. We do keep the rats away, though.
Yeah.
If we don't remove this problem now, other things will come to eat it.
Well, I think we got rid of the breeder.
That's one big possum.
Mm.
It's got a lot of milk coming out of it.
No.
That's-
Wonder, no. It's against the law.
It is a level 3 lock.
Okay. Well, we're gonna find out if the next thing Oscar needs to do is go to town to get some spare thieves tool.
Picking
What
a
level
poor
are
lock
they?
requires 2 successful DC 15 theory checks. A simple lock requires 3 successful DC 20 thieving checks.
But what level are they engines?
No, it's meant to keep people out of it. You could bust it and just destroy
Well, we'll
it.
let Oscar try it.
Yeah. So I
It's
think
busted a perfectly good chest.
so it's an average lock. So basically, it requires. Holy shit! An average lock requires 4 successes at DC 25.
Oh.
Now they don't have to be like one after the next, like one after the other. They can be like one.
It goes up and down if it was like last time.
Yep.
Like, it's a lot of rolls. Here, let's see if I have like a guidance or anything that would help.
This might be the. If you wait levels and open up the treasure box, there might be better stuff in it. Device.
If you let the treasure incubate in the egg. of
Critical
the
success is you disable 2. Critical failure, you trigger the device. Oh no, pick a lock. Sorry. Critical failure, you break your tools.
So, I critical fail 35% of the time.
You could try to find the key.
This is
The box has stuff in it. Like it's like a metalish box.
your grandpa's a son of a bitch. This is some serious ass lock you got here.
Well, you said that's your grandfather's carriage, right?
Yes, he died underneath, well, sort of in you.
And his stuff was down here already?
Well, he was transporting it, I think.
Okay, so maybe the key is in the carriage.
Oh. Could have been in his pocket.
It could have been.
It was
digging
sort
him
of buried in the clothes that he died in. It was sort of hard to remove the vest, if I remember the conversation.
Okay, well that's grim, but let's just check the carriage just in case.
The family plot's just out back.
Yes?
We are not digging up a body.
No, the Five-Faced God is big about proper burials, especially for nobles, and this is definitely a sticking point.
Yeah.
Good role play.
You're not digging up a body.
Ye old paladin problem. Hey, look, squirrel! It's like, where's the paladin? Everyone's looking over their shoulder.
Let me rephrase that. The body will not be dug up.
All right. There's a chance it could be in the carriage.
Let's go check the carriage.
I'm going to give a flat check to see if there's a key in the carriage. You can automatically succeed this by spending a hero point.
Alker will spend his I know how to spell Marty's name hero point to get magic items.
Awesome.
For spelling!
Yay.
Okay, I think this is a good time to dole out treasure and figure out how XP works. So give me a second. Alcar goes and, yeah, well, I'll be damned. Darian was right. You
There'll be
go.
no need to further discuss the exhuming of bodies.
There's no key hanging from the outside, but when you go in, it's all sort of like felt and like crushed felt and nice leather and little silver trim and.
He just doesn't fathom the, 15 years of irresponsibility.
I guess somebody came with you, like Crusher is
Yeah.
guarding the priest as you're digging around, and yeah, you find a key. You also find a. I don't know if it's masterwork. How do you describe a magical something that's good craft without being enchanted
I
yet?
believe they call it expert.
Okay, you find an expert pair of riding boots. Someone may want to start taking treasure down. You find the key to the carriage lockbox. Or trunk.
High level gear at first level. Woo!
You find expert level carriage maintenance tools. Like the equivalent of like a wrench and a jack and a hammer and like things that you could remove wheels on and that sort of thing. Yep. There is in the carriage itself, there is a potion. Instead of just pulling things in my ass, I'm going to look at what you should be getting.
What should we get? They might be telling us we should be getting a
Did we
shield.
get enough XP to level? One spider and one possum, please.
Well, no, you guys have fought much more than that.
A bunch of opossums.
Average party level, party size. Okay. Let's see. What did you guys fight? The spider was level 1.
Yep.
The 2 dire possums were level 1 encounters. The mama possum, I believe it's CR3. Let me double check. It was basically an elite dire possum.
Big baby. Big baby.
Oh, CR2.
So expert riding boots, expert carriage maintenance tools, key to lockbox and devotion.
Okay. Interacting with the Madman was a CR1, or level 1 encounter.
Yes.
Each of the introductions was a level 0 encounter, so basically building your characters. Got you XP. A little bit of good role playing at the monastery
Monastery at the bar.
between Ptolemy and others, and then when you guys got here,
And the village.
oh yeah,
Tavern.
interacting with people in the village.
Yeah.
We'll kind of all call that story XP. You guys are at 400 XP apiece, so you can add those to your character sheets right now. That is
Shadow also get that?
40% of his level. Yep. Now, that gives me a good idea of how much treasure should be in this box. You know what? Okay.
I'm not seeing Mastercraft anymore. I think they could change that to like that's the for the expert and master. I'm just not seeing it. Now it's low grade, standard grade, high grade.
Okay. I wish they turned this into a table and put numbers beside it. This is so annoying. In fact, I'm going to do this one day. Alright. After taking a look at it, you find a minor healing potion in the carriage. Also around Ptolemy's house. Oh, give me a second. You find hanging on a wall somewhere something called a monkey pin. You marking that down?
Yep.
It is a talisman. On page 568. Alright, and then looting the house basically for the last remaining stuff that Ptolemy could bring with you in your search for Crusher.
Shadow.
For Shadow, I mean.
Get the little handles that have the flame in it, so you guys can lead light can have a light. Is it a, I think, I'm guessing it's an ever-burning torch.
Okay.
It's not an actual flame.
He says his grandfather had a squire. The squire left behind his armor.
Oh.
And there's a suit of half-plate.
Already.
That he's willing to lend to you.
Much appreciated.
And then give me a
As long as you respond to Squire.
give me a d20, Adam.
11.
Okay. You actually found in the room full of the letters. So you guys stay here for like a day, kind of recover.
Yeah.
You peeked into the letter room, and you're like, "There's magic in here." And you found in a desk, which you later identify as a brooch of shielding.
Nice.
Magic missiles are super deadly.
It's on page 607.
I'm guessing that's what it is. That's what it is.
Probably what it does. I'm just not.
Ptolemy scrapes together a single box, the last of the silverware in the house, and it's worth 400 silver.
Oh. That's a lot. I'll put that on my character sheet.
Now he's kind of like, I suppose if we're going to go all the way to Hamlet, we could bring the silverware.
You did. There was.
Oh, I found it, he says.
Any more rooms you find?
Well, this is the rainy day silverware. The grandmother's?
As opposed to the last resort silverware that we just went through?
Yes.
Rainy days go after last resort?
I forgot about grandmother's silverware.
Your grandma had a completely different set of silverware.
Well, from her family, yes, see? The little rose on the handles?
Or-
She hid it under her bed. I don't like going to grandmother's room. I can still smell her perfume.
It's because she has a lot of perfume that's still there.
Well, yes. Perfume goes bad over time.
This hasn't.
No, the silverware didn't go bad. It's a bit
Silver doesn't
tarnished.
go bad. Only thing better than silver is gold.
Sorry? He says to Oscar. Sorry?
I don't think it's alright, you know.
I'll share it with all of you.
Well, we gotta pay the taxes first.
Oh, yes, well.
Oh, you know, I know. Yes, indeed.
This will pay for some of it, I guess. And then whatever's in that trunk. Is it open yet?
Yeah,
There's got the key.
Stretch brought a key. The elf. We call him Al.
Yeah, he likes Al.
Al found a key. So, do the honors. Try not to get your eyebrows blown off. It's dangerous. Would you like to do the honors, Oscar? Alright.
Excuse me.
We'll take the key. I opened the chest. Oscar will use the key to unlock the chest.
Alrighty.
So brute shielding soaks 30 magic missiles.
Misses, not damage.
It's not damage, it's just a number of missiles.
That's nice.
So people start adding nonsense and make them do more pain.
Too bad.
Okay. Those are those two things, and then 11, 3, 6. Okay. You find 2 potions or elixirs. There's a comprehension elixir and a dark vision elixir. Both of them are lesser.
So is it lesser dark vision or a lesser elixir?
It's lesser dark vision elixir, lesser comprehension elixir. There is a box that would have had maybe a total of 12 slots for potions, like a little teak box to carry, a teak and felt box. That's probably worth a gold piece.
Sorry, is that again?
A teak potion box that holds 12 potions. Only 2 of them had potions in their slots. That's worth a gold.
Dark vision. Comprehension.
Wrapped up in a special bag, you find a rune. Potency.
I believe it's now that you have a standard craft weapon, and when the standard craft weapon being potent, and then you make it striking. I think that's how it works.
Magical enhancements make this weapon strike true. Attack with a wound gives +1 item bonus. It's like somebody was in the middle of transferring a wound and or a weapon. It's a +1 weapon potency rune. And then wrapped up into another felt bag is a small onyx dog. It's magical. Actually, it's not an onyx dog, it's an onyx wolf.
Oh, wow.
Bone Crusher recognizes it.
I know this.
It once belonged to your family.
Belong to my. This is for my family.
It's like,
Well, how long ago since you seen it? Once.
years. Last time you saw it was when you were a kid.
I was a child. Well, looks like it was used to pay your taxes. Because at one point, we actually had tax things set up where you actually would collect from people, but we kind of fucked that all up.
I'm glad we don't do that anymore.
Glad we're splitting the contents of the box.
I think I remember my grandfather saying it actually turns into a wolf. What, they're a pair?
I remember that.
Yeah, there were two of them.
Do you find another one?
Your father took them to war. You thought they were lost.
Did you see the other one?
Yeah, there's only one in here.
Script's like, tips the box. Empty.
Seems too bad. Gosh, what's it up?
You tipped the box and kind of jammed down at the bottom of the box was a pouch of coins. There are 10 gold coins in the pouch. With the stamp of King Hestron. Such coins have not been minted in 15 years.
Always gotta check between the cushions.
Then you've got this nice box with an average walk. Well, I think that's all. You've stripped me bare. And he pulls his pockets out and kind of pulls them out, like inside out. Got nothing left.
That's not true.
Yes, you are clearly impoverished. He's looking around your giant palace.
You are still the Baron.
Baronet, I am not a baron.
I'm pretty certain one of these letters in there could probably change that.
Oh, we don't go into that room. It's full of responsibility.
Don't shy away.
Yes, Sir Montagu. Montagnon? Monty?
Montague.
Okay.
You got it right the first time and he had to change it.
You think? Just maybe. And hear me out here.
I'm all ears, although that expression terrifies me.
We'll keep its use to a minimum. Okay, just.
He looks relieved.
You think maybe your father would appreciate you now that you're grown up? If maybe you could take care of a few of those small affairs that have been building up on his desk.
It would take me a long time to read all those letters.
Well, maybe after we find this shadow fella.
Yes.
All right, we'll read a letter each week. Contemplate its contents.
Lord! I think we can probably work our way through a few more than one a week.
Oh. Yes, I suppose you're right.
In fact, you could probably squirrel away 5 or 6 for the trip.
Letters?
Yes.
Yes, my lord.
All right, I'll pick out 5 or 6 of them. Which is it?
Pick any.
5.
Bring the most recent.
5 fingers, 5 messengers.